All right, hola, bienvenidos, bienvenue, marhaba, welcome. Hi, everybody. Just a quick video today to address something from someone in the group. Michelle McLemore, Healing Guide, Zendan Manager. So glad to see you in here. I hope you have a chance to watch the video. At any time, if you're watching while I'm watching, type a message. Let me know you're here. Would love to know that you're on. And if you watch it later, same thing. Let me know if you do any of these things I'm going to share with you, how they work for you, what your thoughts are about them, and so forth, okay? I'm going unscripted, so forgive me. I'm trying to get better at this. But, yeah, so welcome. So first thing is neck tension. I was working with a client today who's in the group, and she was having some tightness right at the base of the skull. I don't know if you've had that before. Sometimes because we're such a computer and phone, this whole kind of deal now, all the chiropractors' nightmare. So we're doing a couple different things as we're moving into this culture. So our shoulders are starting to round more if we're desk workers, reading a lot of books. I know sometimes when we don't feel well, we tend to sit on the couch or sit in the chairs, and we come over just a little bit and we're looking down, reading or doing something to keep ourselves active there if we're not sleeping, which we also tend to hunch over a little bit as well. So we've got that natural tendency to roll our shoulders forward. Wow, I'm looking kind of funky here, and it's weird looking at yourself. And maybe everybody should do this. Take a picture and let's check your posture, right? So, where was I going there? So, there's a tendency to roll your shoulders forward. There's also a tendency for now, a lot of us, our necks come out farther. Can you see that? Instead of being lined up, it almost feels funky now or off for us to actually have our neck back where it should be. And actually sitting like that, you might feel it in your lower back or down your spine a little bit. But so those are a couple things is where is your neck? See if you can pull it in. If you can, you probably should be practicing that. The second thing is for your shoulders, we need to start practicing rolling those back. And I've got to quit watching myself in the camera because I start doing this. Feel free to laugh at me. Laughter is good. Okay. So do a couple shoulder rollers, a couple shoulder rolls with me, if you don't mind right now, no matter what you're doing. Just slow up and then back, okay? We're just leading into what we're going to do, okay? You can alternate them if you want to, but just nice and slow. So forward, up, rolling them back, okay? Just to start warming up. Anytime you do anything, you want to warm your muscles first, all right? So doing a couple shoulder rolls. Okay. Now, some of you might also be getting tension. I'm going to turn again. So a really common spot to hold our neck tension comes all the way up here behind your ear. Okay, right there. Comes down your tendon, and then you might feel it come across the tops as well. All right. So the neck stretches, they're very basic. You've probably seen them or heard them before, but they're very effective if you do them. All right. And so if you do a desk job, if you sit, even if you stand for long periods of time, you can set your watch or set your phone to go off or remind you a couple times during the day to do this. I don't always remember, so it's a good practice to get into, all right? So for that band across the top, nose down is the first one, okay? So, and again, you want to keep breathing while you're doing this. I know that sounds funny, but a lot of us hold our breath or we're shallow breathers. That works against your nervous system, okay? It's not healthy for our body to breathe shallow or breathe quiet. So if you know that you tend to not have your rib cage expand when you breathe, this is you. This is one of the things that you've taught yourself to do. And there's all sorts of psychology stuff that goes into why women breathe so quiet and so shallow. Biggest thing is just recognizing your breathing patterns and starting to get more oxygen into your body, letting your rib cage come up when you breathe and so forth, okay? So we're going to do a forward, going to tip your head down, chin down to towards your thyroid. Okay, and you're going to feel it stretch by both sides. Okay, so drop it there. Take a breath. Breathe it out. You might feel it release just a little bit. You might be able to drop a little farther. So then take another breath. And release. Okay, then you're going to come back up. You could use your hand if you need to. Okay. All right, so it's okay if you came forward a little bit, that's okay. Doing it again. Keeping your shoulders back this time. The breath is really important because that when you breathe it in, that's getting oxygen in there, and it actually allows your muscles to stretch, okay? So you do the forward, at least 2 breaths there, and then bring it back to center, or squares. I don't know, my head's kind of funky. So back to center, okay? Then you can alternate both ears, okay? So pick an ear. A lot of people, I generally am pretty tight through here, so whatever you can get to is what you can get to, okay? Drop it over, breathe. Again, if you come on while I'm on, please pop on, say hi. Let me know if you have a question. And then you're going to come back to center and pause there. Okay, then do the opposite. However far you can get is however far you can get. Breathe. You might be able to go mind relaxed a little bit more there. Okay, then back to center. And now you're going to go on a diagonal, okay? So I know we have some gentlemen in the group too. So, sorry. So you're going to turn a little bit and you're going to angle towards your nipple, okay? Breathe when you get there. Might release a little more again, another breath. Then back up there, then come back to center, okay? It's important you don't yank right to center. So now opposite, okay? Again, back toward your nipple or just a little bit to the right. Breath. Okay, and then back up and then back to center, okay? Very easy. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in the car. You can do it at your desk. You can do it, when you're sitting in the chair watching TV, whatever you're doing, okay? It's good to do that. You can go back. What they do say, I've heard people say is don't do the whole roll. A lot of crunchy stuff, don't do a full complete roll. For some reason they're saying don't do that. It's better to do your 4 areas, quadrants, things like that, okay? So that's the neck tension. That should release this area a little bit more. That should help you with this a little bit here, okay? All right, the other thing, I posted a video quite a while ago. It's on 3 different breathing techniques. And the goal, remember, is we need to keep our sympathetic nervous system switch to parasympathetic nervous system, because most of us with chronic stress in our lives, high stress, high emotion because of everything we're dealing with, whether it's disease or anxiety or whatever, our adrenals, that's why so many people have adrenal fatigue, we keep our nervous system on high alert, all right? So we want to keep ourselves calm. Quickest way to do that is 10 slow, deep breaths. They found that 10 slow breaths in and out will switch your sympathetic nervous system to calm, because you can't run from a bear while breathing calmly, all right? So for some people, their mind is just too crazy busy and trying to breathe in, their mind's still going, okay? So here's an alternative. It's called a pranayama exercise coming from yoga. You can do the hang loose sign, or just keep your first 2 fingers down and use these 2 fingers, okay? But basically, you're going to start with your thumb against one, and I'm going to sound nasally, and I'm going to cover my mouth, so I'll try to talk louder, or I can turn a little bit for you. You're going to cover your right nostril. You're going to breathe in through your left, as far as you can go. And then you're going to use either your ring finger, it's supposed to do with your ring finger, picking finger if it's easier for you, and you're going to breathe out through the other nostril. Keeping your hand there, breathe in now. Then switch and breathe out. Breathe in. Switch and breathe out. I'm going to do this about 5 to 10 times. You might feel a little dizzy. You're going to start, if you're paying attention, you're going to feel change here, okay? I can feel a little bit down farther too. So it's something to practice, okay? Again, it's slow breathing in, but for people whose minds are busy and they can't get relief even counting in while they're breathing, thinking about giving a physical manual thing to do with your hands, also kinesthetic. That can help your focus shift a little bit so you can just focus on the breathing, okay? So I'm interested. This is your challenge. Try the pranayama. Try the neck stretches. Post to this post. Let me know how it went for you, okay? And, hey, this is your group. You are on the track to feeling better. Let me help you do that. Let me empower you to help yourself. You got this. You may not realize it yet, but you do have this. All right, and there's strategies that can help you feel better. As always, you're welcome to PM me, message me, email energy@michellemclemore.com. Visit my professional page, Michelle McLemore Healing Guide. I work with clients all the time, so if you want more one-on-one support, message me and I'll be glad to work with you there as well. Otherwise, I'm glad you're here. Be good to yourselves. This is the heart of the journey. All right? Light and love. Have a good night.